The previous video introduced services, described how they work, and described how to create them. Now we're going to use services in creating line items for jobs. So let's head over to the Job tabular view. So we see that the jobs have line items defined. Sometimes there's none defined, they're not actually required, but typically there's one or more line items described for a job. So these line items are a list of the services that you're going to provide for that job. So the services are fleshed out with more detail to become line items, so they're priced specifically for that job, for example. So let's take a look. We'll click on the line items for this customer here. The line item table pops up. We see that we have three services that we're providing. We're doing office cleaning, carpet cleaning, and we're going to polyurethane a room. We could get to the line items by opening the job form instead. So if we click on the ID, the job form pops up, and we have a line item table embedded within that form. We can optionally hide that to save space if necessary. So I want to go to one of these jobs that have no line items described. So we'll click on no line items entered. The line item table pops up, and let's add a new line item. Click this plus, and the add line item form pops up. So my customer has an office with 500 square feet of carpet. So what I do is I select carpet cleaning, and this is per area pricing, and I enter 500 for the area. And all of the other values I check out. 50 cents per square foot was the default. The duration, I'm going to add a little time to that. Fixed cost, maybe a little bit more, $25. And what you see is all of the other fields have been automatically updated to reflect this new information. So you can see that doing 500 square feet of carpet at 50 cents per square foot, if it takes 2.5 hours, and my fixed cost is $25, my labor cost for the 2.5 hours is $38, I end up with a net of about $130 and a price of $250. So that's results in a margin of about 52%. So to this, I'll need to add tax. So our rate is 5%. So this results in a total price to the customer of $262.50. So this is how you price things out when you define jobs. It's a very productive, efficient way of doing it. And after you've done it a few times, you'll see that it's quite straightforward and easy to do. So we can add to the line item also a list of necessary equipment and supplies. To do that, we just go to the input field, click, and a list of available equipment is provided, and you can select one or more of these. The same for supplies. If you need to add to that list, you just click plus, and you can add a new item to the list. And you can also add notes. So if there's anything special about this line item that you need to remember, just add it to the notes. And if anything's unclear when you're filling out this form, just click on the question mark. Frequently asked questions tool will pop up, and there's a list of questions and answers that should help you through just about anything. Okay, so when you're satisfied that the line item reflects the work that you're going to do, you click Save. Now the line item appears in the line item table, and you can either create another line item, because perhaps the job has several services that you're providing. If not, just click Close, and now we have that line item appearing under the line item column. Of course, we can go into that job form, and we can see it there as well. If you need to make any changes to the line item, click the pencil, and the line item form pops back up, allowing you to modify anything. All right, so I'll close this job. I want to open a job that has several line items. So I'll open this one. So we see that job number 3, we're providing 3 services: office cleaning, 2 rooms of carpet, and another 2 rooms of carpet. So these are the 3 line items. So we see that we have a total duration for this job of 2 3/4 hours, a total price of $451.67, and a net margin of 74%. So it's a high margin job, which is very good. We'll make a lot of money on it. Take a quick look up at the scheduling section. We have the start and end time for the job. When we schedule a job, we enter the start date and time. The end date and time is automatically determined by adding the 2 3/4 hours for completing the job to the start time. So part of the scheduling is automatically done for you by virtue of which services you've selected. In the price that was calculated, if we close this, we'll see that the price is carried in the amount column for the job. So that would be right here. So I hope it's clear now how to use services to very quickly and efficiently create new jobs.